DEJI. We got Kunle, Trimless, Steve, Sard. We got Matt. And gentlemen, how are you all doing this evening? Big win for Arsenal. I'm going to go to Sard first. Sard often goes quite late in the show. Sard, how impressed were you with that?
I'm alive, man. I'm alive, man. Do you know what I mean? Listen, call it flip-flopping, call it whatever, man, but I'm alive, bro. Yeah. One day, this is the story with Arsenal, bro. This is the story with Arsenal. One day you're questioning everything that you've ever seen on the pitch, and then the next, like, you're just on top of the world, bro. Do you know what I mean? And what a game to do it in, bro. What a game to do it in, bro. Like, the scumbags coming to our ground. Listen, I was, and I'll say this, I've put this everywhere. I've said this to everyone. Even me and Ash had a whole argument on my own channel, and I did call him a pussy for that because he sat there and tried to criticize me. I was very confident for this game. Mo can say that as well. Mo, you know how I said it as well when you asked me about the Tottenham game. I said I'm confident because anytime they come to our stadium, I've come with shitter teams. I've come in worse form, and I've still smacked them 4-2 when I've had shitter form, bro. So listen, these guys, when they come to my ground, it's comfy settings. It's comfy settings for me, if I'm being completely honest. But speaking on the game today, first of all, I want to speak about my son, Miles Lewis Skelly, MLS, man. This guy is, bro, he gets it. He gets it. Like, today you saw youngsters, yeah? You saw Bergvall, who is a youngster. You saw Kinky, or whatever the guy is, in goal, youngster. Do you know what I mean? And then you saw Miles Lewis Skelly. Now, Miles Lewis Skelly has his head on right. He knows about the game. He knows. He's like, bro, I got to get stuck in today. This is to the fans. This is the audition. Yeah. The other games where he does good performances, yeah, it's good to see. But this is the audition for the fans. They want to see how you handle this pressure, because Tottenham, the North London derby, it's a pressure game. And the keeper, you could see today, he was all over the place. The Tottenham keeper. Apart from corners, I think he's very good on corners. I think they've cut that out. Definitely. He's very good at corners and getting out for them. But today, you could just see he felt that pressure. Miles Lewis Skelly handled that pressure, took it, held it on his shoulders and said, listen, I'm good, man. I'm calm. This is my home. Do you know what I mean? I'm home. So, listen, I was very happy with his performance. DEJI is there right now. He's heated. He's heated. Let me speak about my club.
Chat about your club, man. Make it quick, man.
Let me speak about my club. Yeah, let me speak about my club. He's heated. He's going off the hinges.
Rubbish, bro.
But anyway, listen, Miles Lewis Skelly was absolutely amazing today. Trossard needed that goal. You could see that he needed that goal. As soon as he got that goal, he was everywhere. He was trying to get involved in everything. Sterling and Havertz, I have to say this, guys. Let me just quickly say this. They're shit. They are utter shit. And I swear we need to get rid of these guys, and let's just bring in somebody else, something new. Do you know what I mean? These guys, I think, bro, Sterling, I don't even know what the point of that is. What is the point of Sterling in that on that pitch? I swear I wanted to break my monitor. Watching this guy on the football pitch, I was going to break my monitor. I was vexed. We already know that Jed Spence is a very good defender. So I don't know why he's trying to take him on and do all of this and do all of that. Bro, you're not getting past the guy, yeah? So just hurry up with the passes. But apart from that, listen, I think Ødegaard had a decent game. I think his passing was good. He was dictating play, dictating the tempo of the game. His shots were awful. And listen, I don't know. Ødegaard I feel like he needs that one goal, bro. He needs that one goal to just get him back in that movement. Gabriel and Saliba, backline of dreams. Absolutely gassed. Absolutely amazing from both of them. Timber handled it same way. Raya, what can I say? Do you know what I mean? It was just a good game from us, but there's still some problems that you can see in the attack. Sorry, I know you want to go, Terry, because of 2 minutes. But all I'm gonna say is you could still see there's definite issues in that attack. But I'm happy that at least now we're hearing that we're linked to attackers and they're actually trying to take it serious. Yeah, and you can see Arteta put Kieran Tierney on the left wing, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? If that's not a message that you need an attacker, bro, we had nobody else to come on except for some youngster who never played for the club before. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, I hear you on that, mate. I think you're absolutely right. I mean, that would be the only sour note for Arsenal fans tonight is you probably should have scored 3 or 4 more goals.
Yeah.
DEJI, Obviously, a disappointing night for Tottenham. That is 5 points from your last 27 available. Give me your thoughts on tonight's game specifically, mate.
Yeah, look, I mean, I'm listening to this, my bro here, Staffy, shaking his bum. Both teams were rubbish, bro. I think for me, I'm more disappointed at the fact that we lost and we looked toothless in the second half.
Staffy?
I think in the second half, we didn't do our thing, but I didn't think Arsenal was that great. I didn't think Arsenal really did much. You got the 2 goals, but really, what did they do in the game? Nothing really.
Could have scored like 5. That's it.
No, not really. It wasn't
Think
that top.
We
For
don't
me
win.
personally,
Win.
for me
Keep
personally,
whatever makes you sleep well at night, Deji. It's fine.
that was the worst
Fine.
North London derby I've ever watched. The one positive for Arsenal fans is that
Seriously,
Lewis
bro.
Kelly looked like a player. Big up to him. And
Not the 3 points, no?
Well,
Okay.
was a bad man, but both teams were rubbish. I guess for me, I'm just disappointed that Arsenal team was there for the taking. But let's be real. No Arsenal brother should be shaking their bum when Tottenham are missing the amount of players that we're missing. If you didn't win today, then we know you're truly in the mud. I predicted Arsenal to win 2-1, and I was right. And to be honest, I was disappointed because that was it. Toothless team. You won today, but what can they do from now onwards? That team is not good enough to win the league. That team is not good enough to win the Champions League. So if you want to shake your bum and enjoy the motive for tonight, by all means, go ahead. But you guys are the spicy Spurs. Scotch bonnet, Tottenham Hotspur. That's what you man are. So that's all I've got to say.
In terms of Tottenham tonight, I know you've got a lot of players out, but it is 5 points from 27 games. That's relegation form. You could be as low as 14th if Man United win tomorrow. Where's your head at with the manager right now?
Yeah, look, Postecoglou has proved to the Spurs fan base that he's not good enough for the job. 11 defeats in 21 games is a disgrace for a club of our side. I've lost my faith in him. We know that Postecoglou and ball is equivalent to Russian roulette ball. That's what it is. It's roulette. And today, sometimes it works. Sometimes he lands on red. Most of the time, he lands on black. And that's what it is. And we keep taking L after L after L. The only thing keeping this guy in the job is the simple fact that we're in the Carabao Cup. And if we get knocked out of that cup, then he has to go. But really and truly, you can see he's lost. For me, he's lost the players. They looked clueless today on the pitch. We didn't look like equalizing. We didn't look like putting any pressure. I wouldn't have minded a couple of misplaced shots. Raya didn't have a single save to make second half. Not a single save. That's not good enough for me. And for me, Postecoglou, I want the Spurs fans for us to just wake up and unite and say, you know what? He's a nice man. We like what he's tried to do, but we need someone better. I was speaking to an Arsenal fan today that said they think Arteta's taking them to the limit, just like Brennan Rodgers took Liverpool to a certain limit and they brought in Klopp. You need that person to take you to the next level. This brother has taken us so far down that really next season we're hoping to finish top 10. We are not finishing top half this season. No way. So the sooner he goes, the sooner we can recalibrate and sort this crap out. Because whilst he's in this job, it's a mess. And the proof was on the weekend when we drew 0-0 with Tamworth. That was the proof that this man is clueless. So he's got to go.
Yeah, no, I understand that. And I think because of what happened an hour or so later, well, 3 hours later with Man United and Arsenal, I feel like Tottenham's 0-0 draw after 90 minutes with Tamworth has gone so far under the radar. Everyone's talking about the lack of replays and the money they lost. I'm sitting there and thinking to myself, a Premier League team with a lot of international and top Premier League players in it couldn't beat a non-league side in 90 minutes. And that the lack of attention that's got is unbelievable. Can you imagine if that was Man United? Can you imagine if it was Arsenal? Imagine Arteta took a team to Tamworth and drew 0-0 after 90 minutes. It would have been crazy. So listen, I understand it. I'd be frustrated as a Spurs fan. I really would with just the lack of progression, as you say, and 5 points from the last 27. I think it's 1 win in 9, 6 defeats in the Premier League in that time. It's crazy. And listen, I get the frustration, mate. I really, really do. I really do. This here says, DEJI says we are not going to win the Champions League. Worry about yourselves, bro. When will you guys even play Champions League football next?
Well, as soon as we get rid of this manager, to be honest with you. What we're doing at the moment is we're doing hit and hope. And ball equals hit and hope ball. Yeah? We hope that we can get a result. At no point in this game did Spurs look like taking the game to Arsenal. We scored against the run of play, in my opinion. We had 5 minutes of positive football, and we managed to sneak a goal. Apart from that, we did absolutely nothing, and that is Ange ball. It might work out. It works out once in maybe every 8 games. And so the Spurs fans that want Ange in, are you ready to continue down this? And I said this after the Brighton game. I said Spurs, during the Brighton game, and there's receipts for it, I said at the rate we're going, we could see 18 L's this season. It's the 15th of Jan, and we've already received 11 L's. We are on course to getting 18 L's.
Damn. And I mean, if Man United are in a relegation battle, it stands to reason that you are as well, I suppose.
We are. Well, look,
DEJI, I got a question to you before, like, we went into the... Sorry, Terry, apologies.
It's fine, mate.
Do you think ever Spurs will be relevant again? I'm being serious, wallah.
No.
I'm being serious. Wallah, that's not a question. That's not a dig. Because you tried Antonio Conte, you tried Nuno, you tried the expensive managers, the pragmatic managers. I'm being genuinely, because I've been accused of having a hate against Spurs. Do you think that Spurs will be relevant again?
That question was like a loaded gun, bro. Look, the truth is, bro, with these managers, it's hit and hope. I can't lie. I can't tell you which manager is going to do it. You bring in the big names, it doesn't work. You bring in the no names, it doesn't work. We just have to keep getting new managers in until we land another Pochettino type. When we brought in Pochettino, we didn't know we were going to achieve what we achieved. Do you get what I'm saying? But it happened. There is no guarantee that Amorim is going to do anything at Manchester United. There's no guarantee that Maresca is going to do anything at Chelsea. And there's no guarantee that the person after Arteta is going to come in and take Arsenal to the promised land. So all you can do is when you see it ain't working, get rid. Where Tottenham have flopped this season is we've left it too long. We have left it so long that our season is truly finished in Jan. I've got the next 4 months of watching football that doesn't count because I'm not sure that Tottenham I can't be sure that Tottenham is going to do anything in the Europa League, that we're going to do anything in the FA Cup. We'll probably get knocked out by Villa. And if Liverpool turn it on in the Carabao Cup, we're out already. So what have we got to play for?
Mate, listen, I hear you. And look, more losses than Ipswich. I think the teams in relegation, 2 of them are on 13 defeats. So you're not going to go down, in my opinion. I think you just won't. There's worse teams. But the fact is that you're only a couple of... Listen, Man United, we're awful. I've criticised us. I've given us the same energy. Man United, the same energy, right? The fact that you're closing in on the same amount of losses and only a couple of more defeats than teams in the relegation zone. I understand when people say, he hasn't got his players yet. We've got injuries. But those relegation teams have got injuries and their managers are being sacked. They don't even have as good a base squad as Tottenham. This is where it becomes a very different conversation for me. This here from Isaac says, I thought Terry made a mistake when he said 5 points from the last 27 games. That's terrible form. Happy with the win. Come on, you Gooners.